Today we're going to be watching WandaVision. Episode 8 is the penultimate time. Last time we found out... But people were sussing her already, so I think a lot of people predicted that. Because she was acting a lot more normal and a bit differently than everyone else who's trapped in this hex. So yeah, we've still got to wonder, did Wanda make this hex? Did Agatha make the hex? We're still up in the air about stuff like that. Agatha created this Quicksilver, this version of Quicksilver. At least it looks like she did. Either she created him or she brought him over from somewhere else. Yeah, she was bluffing when she met Vision near the barrier. But worst of all, she killed Sparky. So yeah, bitch needs to die. Now she's got Wanda trapped in her basement. Looks like she's put her under some sort of spell because Wanda's eyes went purple at the end. And it looks like help was on the way in the form of the newly powered Monica, or should I say Photon. But before she could get to it, looks like she was found by Pietro, Quicksilver, which still unclear whether or not he's actually working for Agatha. It definitely implied it, the way he just found her as she found Agatha's basement. This show has proven that it can take a lot of different turns. And I noticed as well that, I said last episode, was the spacesuit going to turn into her outfit? And it kind of has, because obviously, maybe I'll put up a picture of Photon's outfit, the white with the black W-like shape, sort of like a Wonder Woman shape. It's like an inverted W, the black legs, the black shoulders, and the white body. It's got a little symbol. I haven't seen what the symbol... It could stand to reason that it's a sword symbol, but I know it's supposed to turn into like a star symbol, like Captain Marvel's. But she's got some powers now. Whether or not they are like Scarlet Witch's powers, or more like Captain Marvel's powers, we're going to wonder. I'm betting more on Captain Marvel-like powers, because she's a character in the Captain Marvel franchise, and she's going to be in Captain Marvel 2. So it would stand to reason that she's got more similar powers to Captain Marvel. And the twins have also gone missing as well. Like, they went round to Agatha's and they've just disappeared. But there is some hope on the way in the form of Vision, who has not been captured after just leaving Darcy, and now Vision, he pretty much knows about the Vision that we've been used to in the MCU up till now. So now he's got that information, what does he plan to do? Because he still thinks Wanda's behind everything. I think everyone still believes Wanda's behind everything. Hayward is still outside the hex. Sounds like he's trying to order a nuclear strike, but that's very cliche. Very Avengers 1 Security Council. Talked to my friends last week about this show, and we were coming up with ideas. Well, we're coming up with theories about what could happen. York pitched that Hayward was actually Ultron in disguise, because I think that happened in an Avengers comic or cartoon at some point. Ultron disguised himself as a human official to get some leeway and get things moving. So it could stand to reason that Ultron is using Hayward. But, I mean, Ultron does have a connection with all Wanda, Vision, and Quicksilver, so it would be a nice twist if Ultron came back, because obviously, definitely one of the most wasted villains of the MCU, Ultron. And we also it was also theorised that Agatha's rabbit, Senor Scratchy, is actually a human who is going to transform. I can't remember the name yet, and we pitched. Well, we didn't pitch. I keep nearly saying we pitched something, but we theorised and we heard that a certain actor was going to be playing in this show. If Senor Scratchy turns into a human and it is that actor, I will shout that actor's catchphrase out in the middle of my room. We're going to have to wait and see. A pretty shorter review than I usually do before an episode, but maybe that's good for you. So shall we just get into the next episode of WandaVision Season 1, Episode 8, the penultimate episode, starting now!
Are you a witch? Yes. I am a witch. Yet you have betrayed your coven. I did not break your rules. They simply bent to my power.
Is this some sort of witch execution? I guess not. It's not turning that way. She's killing them. Oh, she's taking the power. This is very unusual for MCU to go into stuff like this. Oh!
That accent really comes and goes, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
Where are they? Your magic's no good here.
Hers is.
Basic protection spell? One in each wall? No? Nothing? These are runes, Wanda. In a given space,
Yeah.
only the witch that casts the runes can use her magic. How do
Right.
you not know the fundamentals? I got close with fake Pietro, if you will, but
Fake.
nice. Tenio, Imperium, Anima. Mind control. A classic. Quick incantation and a feeble psyche, and you're good to go. Reformator Figura. Years of study
Wow.
to achieve even this.
Let the bird go.
What's your secret, sister?
Ah!
Endless nothingness. Let's start there.
You know what? Let's. Wanda needs a wake-up call.
Season 2, Episode 21.
Dick Van Dyke again? Always sitcom, sitcom, sitcom.
Заволнат епизод. Отличный избор.
Yes, Rob and Laura have for the most fun shenanigans.
This is what she based her. This is what she based her reality off of. Oh! I don't like that. Look in Sokovia. It's a shithole. Mind Stone. I always wondered why she didn't get her powers from the Reality Stone, because that matches her powers more. Oh! Scarlet Witch, I just saw that. That was awesome. Sword.
I wanted him back.
Yeah.
I know you have him.
I'm sorry, but like I said,
Please.
there's
All the families were reunited, yet she couldn't get him back.
one moment. I have to buzz you in.
I got it. Thanks.
Okay, so not a complete break-in.
I'd like to show you something.
And then you'll give him to me.
Please, just come with me.
He's gonna show her the pieces. That's not what you want to see.
We're dismantling the most sophisticated sentient weapon ever made.
Dick!
It's not a weapon. You can't do this.
Yeah, this isn't. Hayward didn't share the details. Of course he didn't.
I can't feel you.
She didn't take it. She didn't take his body. Hayward said that, obviously Hayward would say it, but Hayward said that she stole the body. Obviously fucking not. The house. Were they planning to buy this house before Infinity War happened? Oh. Yeah, they were planning to get home. There he goes. She created his body. If that's true, then his body should still technically be back at Sword. In the black and white again. She's in colour while everything's still black and white. And there it goes.
Bravo! I know what you are.
Oh, look at that.
You have no idea how dangerous you are. You're supposed to be a myth, a being capable of spontaneous creation. This is chaos magic, Wanda. And that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
Yes, the name! Okay, and that's the end of the episode. But I am not disappointed. Well, I sort of am. Actually, no, I was told there was a credit scene. Oh, I know what this is going to be. They've still got Vision's body there with them, haven't they?
We took this thing apart and put it back together again a million times. Tried every type of power supply under the sun.
Power in the body. We had a lot in that episode. Look at that. We had a lot. And that's not even everything. We started off with Agatha's origin, should we say. Where did it say she was again in the beginning? Yeah, Salem. Salem, Massachusetts. 1693. Okay, so yeah. Turns out that obviously Agatha was a part of an order of witches, and she was experimenting with stuff that was quite advanced and quite dark. Kind of like Doctor Strange in that way, like Kysept, well, more like the Zealots and Kysept from Doctor Strange, because they started messing with magic that was forbidden, and so she was, I guess, sentenced for an execution. I guess that's what that was. It was some sort of execution. But obviously it didn't really work out that well. She ended up taking all of their power, so she's very powerful. A very strange place to take the MCU, isn't it? Into witchcraft and stuff. It's very strange, but very cool. Very supernatural fantasy. You don't get that from the MCU, really. It's more sci-fi. Yeah, and obviously out of the flashback we have Agatha and Wanda in her lair, well, in Agatha's lair. Protection runes all over, so Scarlet Witch can't use her powers. She was just like saying, like, how do you not know all this stuff? Like, Wanda can use magic, doesn't mean she's educated in it. Like, she doesn't know all like spells and potions and stuff like that, or protection runes. She doesn't know that stuff. But hopefully that's something Wanda can get into, become like a real witch. And yep, confirmation, fake Pietro. Actually, is it confirmation? Because yeah, she confirmed that it's obviously not the Pietro that we know, but it could still be the Fox character that she's brought over somehow. Because the more and more it comes across, it looks like they just couldn't get Aaron Taylor-Johnson back, so they went with Evan Peters, which is not bad, but it's not bad for Evan Peters. It's very good for Evan Peters. I like Evan Peters as Quicksilver, but I feel bad for Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Unless he just turned it down, in that case, screw him. But if he didn't, then that's just unfortunate for him. He definitely didn't get his fair shot. If somehow we can get Evan Peters in the MCU from now on as Quicksilver in a more permanent role, then it's all good. Agatha's after the... confirmed as well, Wanda did create the Hex, and Agatha is after the secret. She wants to know how that happened. So, a little trip down memory lane we went through. First, starting off in Wanda's childhood home with, obviously, regular Pietro, young form, and the parents as well. Watching Dick Van Dyke, and then a jump scare. Shit hit the fan. And obviously the Stark missile and stuff like that. Hiding under the bed for 2 days. that led to Age of Ultron. Which obviously after the little trip in memory lane in the family home, we went straight to Hydra. And Wanda's encounter with the Mind Stone that gave her her powers. Like I said in the reaction, I'm surprised she didn't get her powers from the Reality Stone, because she is warping reality right here. Her powers are red, and it's all like very liquid-like. It looks just like the ether. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just, I'm sure everyone's wondered why not the ether and not the Mind Stone, but it's fine. And in that little flash of the Mind Stone, we saw a real Scarlet Witch. That is an awesome image with the trench coat, the horned mask that she was wearing in the Halloween episode. It looks badass. I want that as a pop, because honestly, no offense, but I'm tired of this pop. It's from Civil War. It's old, and it doesn't really represent what she's like now. I want that pop. I want that pop now. Hopefully they'll release it after the show's finished, because spoilers. You don't want to give out spoilers with your pops before the show's over. But yeah, damn. I want to see that costume as well in this show. In full glory. But after that amazing costume fest, we went to Sword, where the story kind of diverges, doesn't it? The story we've been told and the story that actually happened are quite different, and it's all down to Hayward being a lying dick director. From the CCTV footage we got, it looked like Wanda just forced her way into Sword with pushing the doors open, and then breaking the glass, and then walking over to his body where the footage cuts out. It looked like she took his body, and that's what Hayward was saying as well. But not the case. She went to Sword to see his body because she's looking at all the news reports, she's seen all those families reunited, and she doesn't get hers back. She's probably the only one who didn't get her family back. Actually, no. Monica didn't get her family back. So her and Monica are similar in that regard, of course. Like they came back from being snapped away, but it doesn't mean they got everything back. Hayward even tempted her with bringing him back as well, but yeah, she just went over to his body, tried to get a feel for him, but she couldn't feel him, which obviously calls back to Infinity War when she was forced to kill him, and then he was saying, "I just feel you." That's it. She just left and went and went to Westview, where it was so sad. It was such a sad looking town. Like, maybe what she's doing is very twisted, but it looks a lot happier than what it was. She's going to have to give up that happiness, isn't she? Of course. Yeah, it's such a sad Westview, looking at all the characters in the show. and seeing them in their everyday lives, they look miserable. And then the home as well, the beginnings of a home, where they were planning to grow old together in that house. And it wouldn't, if Wanda hadn't have done this, they never would have got that happy ending. They still might not, because once this is all over, there's no guarantee that he's gonna stick around. The vision that we've had in this show, anyway, there's no guarantee he's gonna stick around. And yeah, just in all her grief and anger, she created the Hex, created Westview, created a new vision out of her own mind. Insane power. And yeah, this happy life that she's made, she's based it all off the sitcoms she watched as a kid. It's really sad. Really a sad story. And now Agatha is holding the kids hostage. Is she going to make her choose between which one? But Vision's still on the way. Photon hasn't been seen. I'm still so curious. And Hayward is powering up the original Vision's body as well. So now it's going to be the new Vision, who's just a figment of Wanda's imagination, against the original Vision's body. Is there a way that they're going to be able to put Vision's personality into that body, and then we can just have him back? Because that body that Hayward brought, that doesn't need to stay in the Hex to survive. If you can move that Vision's mind into that Vision's body, then we're all good. I've been going for a while now. This recording's over an hour long. Jesus. I can't wait till next episode. I can't wait till the finale. This show has kept me on edge for 2 months on end. Well, nearly 2 months, because the first 2 episodes aired on the same day. But yeah, come episode 9, this show will have been going for 2 months now. And it's keeping me on edge right till the end. So we are going to patiently wait for the next week's episode. But for now, that's all we've got for WandaVision. I can't wait. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!